Let's see what this game's all about. Thanks for showing up, Pokey. Now let's see. All right, interactive lessons. Okay. Hey, it looks like you need some help. What's with the weird look? Oh yeah, talking dot. Kinda strange, got it? I should introduce myself. Call me Bob. Glad we got that out the way. Let me just say, I understand your frustration. You can't finish the simple game, right? You can't jump by pressing B. You can't reach the apple. But there's a good reason for that. You see, the thing is, this game is still under construction. The way it is now, you'll never beat the game. Now, no matter how many times you try to jump. What'd I miss? You missed all the rage I did in Mario Maker, and now I'm playing Game Builder Garage. In this situation, I like to say, don't get mad, get programming. But I'm going ahead of myself. Don't get mad. You tell me that now. All right, we need to do a deep dive into this game to wrap things up. We need to peek behind the curtain, so to speak. So why don't we do that right now? Okay, press. Oh, is that our Bob? Good to see you, dear. Hey, Bob. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Hi, Bob. Welcome to the inside of a game. So you just want to know about our friends here. These are called Nodon. There are all kinds of different Nodons living inside a Nintendo Switch console. If you call up Nodon on this program screen, then connect them together. And PAL, you actually alter the game's programming. This place where we call using Nodon to program has a nifty little name. What is it called? The Game Builder Garage. That little fragment of a game you called earlier was programmed into Game Builder Garage. But let's get down to business. We'll see the Game Builder Garage to finish this game. What's with the blank look, Junior? How do you know my name? I didn't introduce myself yet. How do you know my name? You're going to use programming to finish building this game. It's not as daunting as it might sound. All we need to do is make a B. So pressing B lets you jump. Okay. See the output port on the Norden? You press connect that on the person Norden. Hiya, I am button Norden. I know exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna push the button like POW. I'm kind of a genius about stuff like this. Hi, I'm a person Nodon. Nice to meet you. You just saw the little character on the game screen, right? I put that character there, and I help it move around. Now hold A and move your cursor with the left trigger that the way I showed you, and you can make this connection. Alright, jump. And presto. Now we made it so pressing B makes you make the character jump. Now you should be able to complete the game. Why don't we head back in the game screen and give it a try? I'm terrible. I'm bad. I'm terrible. I'm bad. Get your ass up there. Get the apple. You did it. Great job. You just finished building a game with a bit of programming. Well then. Why don't we pop back the programming screen? So what do you think? It's fun learning how to program a game, right? Actually, I think you might be a real knack at this, Junior. How about it? Do you want to program some more games? If you do, then maybe you should be interested in your new pal Bot Interactive lessons. Like just now, you'll go through programming all kinds of games with me as your guide. And by the way, you have what you need to make your own game all by yourself. So how about it? Do you feel like learning to interactive lessons? Sure. Perfect. In the case, I've got an awesome bunch of games for you. Let's take a look. We'll be making 7 games in this interactive lessons. In the first lesson, we'll make Tag Showdown, which is a simple game of tag. Next, we'll use some unique features on your Nintendo Switch console. Okay. Lesson 3. Use an auto-scrolling blasting game, Alien Blaster. In this game, for the 4th lesson, we'll run, jump, and punch our way through the goal of Risky Run. On the 5th lesson, called Mystery Room, we'll be solving 3-dimensional puzzles. For the 6th lesson, we'll be making a computer-controlled car to race against in a white knuckle thrill racer. And last but not least, in lesson 7, we'll make a 3D action game, Super Person World. That's copyright infringement for Super Mario World. By learning to program like the ones I mentioned, we'll learn these skills to make your own very own games. Okay. I'll be waiting for you in your first lesson. Be sure to pay a visit. I've been ever knowledgeable Bob. See you later. Junior, hold on a sec. My name is Alice. So not Bob. He's the excitable one you already met. I look similar, but I'm Alex. How do you do? Good to meet you. Please don't forget or call me Bob or anything like that. So Junior, you know how you got that game to work just now. Be honest, you don't really get what made it work, right? I mean, that's totally fine. You just started with all of this stuff. But you know, if you're going to make your own game, you'll need to understand what mechanizing is. Hey, thanks for the follow, bros. How you doing? Much appreciated. That's why I've set up some checkpoints to help you out. I'd like you to come to checkpoint before lesson 1. How you doing, man? I'll be waiting. Checkpoint? Thanks for stopping by, Junior. Just in case you forgot, I'm Alice. And this here is a checkpoint. The idea here is to test whether you really know your programming stuff. And how do we test? With a puzzle. Maybe this is a bit sudden, throwing a puzzle at you and expecting you to solve it, but let's see how it goes. Game Builder Garage. Alice Guide updated the basics. I have something for you. I think it might help. Your very own Alice Guide. This one gives you further tips on to use Noden to make games. I got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate right now. Dang, bro! That sounds like fun right now. You're very lucky. I suck at that game, man. Why not use it to learn the basics of Game Builder Garage? Okay. Lend me your ears and give you the basics of Game Builder Garage. The screen you're looking at is called the game screen. And as the name suggests, this is where the game, your program, will play out. Here we have a person object. Try person B. Person jumps. But what didn't make the person jump exactly? Let me take you through it in Game Builder Garage Basics. Let's take a peek in the back and see the other side of the game, the programming screen. Hey peeps. Oh, it's the programmer again. Music awesome. GameStop. PS4. Really, Pac-Man. Looking forward to be bashing some games, some gay buttons with you. So we have the programming screen. This is where programming our game. This is where we'll program our game, which will help the host of Noden. That's right. When it comes to programming, we're just here to help, peeps. Each Noden has its own special function with the setup. Watching for the button gets pressed, we button Noden have you covered. We got that covered. And as for us, the person Noden, I'm the one that puts the person out there on the screen. That's just the person that saw the back of the person's Noden is doing. It's nice where people's acknowledgement might work. Acknowledge my work, yeah. Take notes of the position of the person Nodens on the program screen here. The location of the person Noden determines the lesson of the persons on the game screen. For example, if you were to move over to the right in the programming screen, the person will appear over the right side of the game screen. Let's try it out. Grab the person Noden to drag it to the blue frame. Wait, what? Oh, duh. Oh, I moved. How do you think that looks on the game screen? Let's take a look. There you go, the person has moved to the right. English, my brother has PS4 for GameStop to make my brother happy. Oh, okay. I'm not mad at you. Do your thing, man. Alright, so take note. The programming screen is the place where we position things that appear on the game screen, like objects and characters. Okay, head back to the programming screen so you can school you some more. Another thing to know about programming screen is that you can scroll it and find more spaces. I disabled the scrolling before though. I thought it might have been a little confusing. Now that scrolling is enabled, try moving the L trigger to the pointer on the outside of the screen. Okay. I have some Japanese. Oh, you used to be really good at it. Now try moving the R button and scroll left and right. Okay. So Ravage, you enjoying this game, this maker game? I am. It's just that it's still taking me a little bit of time to try to get a hold of it, to get a hang of it. Hey Pokey, is easier in Japanese if you're using Google Translate. Of course it is. Huh? That's another way of zooming out. I thought it might get confusing if the screen was moving around here in the guide, so I disabled it. But I think this feature will really come in handy when you're building your own games. Okay, let's put the screen back to how it was before. Okay, all done. Now back to the basics. I want you to tell me about how to make the person jump. You remember, press the made person button when we are on the game screen. Okay. Hey y'all, that's what I'm doing. I'm connected. I see the C button. Okay, these lines here represent the connections. You link them up a connection, right? I think so. I'm watching for everything, for everyone. I got you covered. I'm watching out for anyone's covered by person B. I got them covered. Anyone pressing B and immediately send signal to the person snowed in with a connection. All right. Thanks for handling that. To understand the signal, try thinking of a very simple message that passes through about your wife. Now pay attention to that exactly which part of me is connected to the button noted. Jump. Okay. Simple, right? Because you work together, the person jumps and we lose person A. Press the button noden's job is to keep the B being pressed. Okay. Which is the signal arrives at the person's noden's jump port. Person's noden's make to press jump. Remove the disconnections because of noden and see what happens. Which one is that? Select the connection. I love this music. The music is bomb. If you see me looking sleepy, I'm sorry. Okay. So, what do we do? Now let's go to the game screen and see what's changed. He's not jumping anymore. Nothing. The person didn't jump. Because we erased the connection between Noden by pressing B can no longer cause him to jump. Go back to the programming screen. Yeah, no connection, no jumping. That's how it works. That's right. If there's no connection, then the signal won't reach to the person Roden when B is being pressed. So that's why the person didn't jump at like when it was pressed. Could you reconnect the button with Roden in the person? Oh, that's it. I'm getting a signal from the button Noden again. Connecting Noden together is the most important part of Game Builder Garage. In fact, I say it's the most fundamental aspect of working a Noden. So remember that. Okay, let's check out on the game screen. Time to check out the game screen. Jump again. Over the other side. The Nodin is toiling away to make the program work. Once you understand how things work in the background, you really start to look at them differently. That's what makes processing fun. Okay, back to the game screen. This game is awesome. You'll see a lot of us if you're going to be building games. This game is really dope. Have you guys played this game before? Yeah, I can hardly contain myself. Well, looking forward to it. Did you get a hang of game builder basics? Yeah, it's about connections. Then could you press B and Alice? Now I'm going to test your knowledge of basics with puzzle challenges. Okay, let's try your hand at puzzle college. Oh, puzzle challenge. Welcome to puzzles. Here's why I'll be putting you through paces with puzzles to make sure you grasp the basics of Game Builder Garage. To clear the puzzle, you need to make the person collect the apple. How you do that? Oh, I wonder. Now, there's nothing you can do to the person to move. You need to make a change if you want to get that apple. In that case, you'll need to do some programming by yourself. Go to the programming screen. Alright, keep in mind, you can't just edit whatever you feel like in puzzles. Okay, so you think you can help a person to get the apple? Let's see. If it doesn't work, you just need to head back to the screen and try again. Okay, let's give it a shot. Yep. Awesome, look like you definitely have the basics of Game Builder Garage down. From now on, I'll be testing you how well you do in Game Builder Garage and the Nodin. So between each lesson, I'll test you with some checkpoints. I'll also be adding things to your guide every now and then.
that Alice guide to yada yada yada. Okay. What game are you going to create? I don't know. I really don't. We'll see. Now, there's nothing holding you back. So let's get to lesson 1. Alright. One-on-one tag action. Hey, Junior. What's up? I'm glad you made it. Welcome to Interactive Lessons. Just in case you forgot, I'm Bob. And I can't wait to start working with you. Well, it's a day to remember because you're going to make your very first game. Tag Showdown. Okay? In this game, a tagger will chase you after a runner while dodging a turret and of rolling balls. Okay? Sounds fun already, right? Mm-hmm. And this throwing game will be played out right here on the game screen. Of course, you can't play anything just yet. I might just haven't ever seen. I mean, you haven't even programmed the game yet. Yada yada yada. From now on, the programming that you do on the game screen be reflecting right here on the game screen, on the program screen to the game screen. Without further ado, let's go ahead to the programming screen and start programming our game. Okay, welcome to the programming screen. This is where you can call up Nodin and program your game. Now let's get our player character up and running. For that, we'll need a person Nodin. Character. Person. Hello peeps, I'm the person Nodin. Nice to meet you, Junior. Now the programming starts. Yeah, great stuff. Time for me to step into the limelight, peeps. Okay, so what happened after you placed the person Nodin? Let's take a look at the game screen and find out. And here's our person on our blank empty screen. Empty game screen. Putting Nodin on the program screen makes a person appear on the game screen. Clear enough, right? I made a trash dodgeball game. How you do that, Pokey? How you do that? Next up, we'll want to be able to use our player character using the controller. Try moving the person with L now. Does it do anything? As you can see, the person isn't moving at all. This is where the programming comes in. Let's get our player character mobile. We can take care of that now. Let's arrange for our buddy here to move around with L. If you want to make the person move with the L trigger, then we'll need to use a stick Nodin. Go to input, stick movement. L. That's alright. Booing. Stick noting. You're junior, right? I bet you can't wait to move your control stick around. We need to link up the stick noting output port with the left and right port to the person noting. Hey Sticky, time to do what is best. Send, move over. Wait a minute. Send over the output for moving the control booing. Okay, let's see what happens over the game screen. Try moving left and right. Okay, our game character is moving with L. Looks like someone finally decided to learn programming. Bravo! Now with that covered, we can move our what's this? We're covered. Now that we got everything covered, we can move to onto something else. Duh. Wouldn't be a good person if the person could jump when a person is pressed. Yep. First, now the stick noting over here is to the blue frame. Then select input. Now press the button. B. Yo. Button noting. Call me button noting. I'm working, but I'm working button bashing buddy. And if this ain't AR Pal Jr., if the buttons are bashed, I got you covered. Boop 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 bop bop bop. First, the button noted inside the blue frame. Then with that right here. Move this right here. If the button gets bashed, you can be sure I'll let you know. Hey, thanks, bud. Time to check it out on the game screen. Then, great, the player has pressed B. When you do test something out, head back over to the programming screen. Okay. Okay, guess what? You cleared step 1. Good. So there's a button noting and a stick noting. Of course, in the person. In this step, we made it possible to move with the controller. In the next step, we'll get ready to build a level for our game. I don't mind saying I'm pretty excited about it. See you in the next step. Moving characters with note and stick. Welcome again, Junior. Welcome back. Let's get back to building our game of tag. But first, we'll have to have a little look back on at we already done. Right? Try moving left and B. You got it. Thanks to the top-notch work in the last lesson, we can now move the player from back and forth. Over the program screen we go. We'll be making the floor and the walls, but first we'll have to decide where we're going to put the entire game at. How about it in space? Up there. That's what we should do. Now I'm glad that's settled. Now we can make sure that this area is shown on the game. But if we're gonna go and do that, we'll need to help with the game screen noting. You skipped Alice guide? No, I didn't. I did Alice. I think I did. Open up objects. So there's a moving, there's a person noting, a stick noting that we just learned, and a button noting. Game and camera. Game screen. There's an X and Y axis. Hello, darling. I must say, you're looking radiant today. Game screen note in. Oh, you must be Junior. Everyone's saying you're the next big thing. With that at helm, this is going to be simply stunning production. We're going to rise to the top. If you make us, can you make us a game note in? Okay, I'll get to it in a second. We can determine which part of the programming's game screen will be able to reflect on this game. I couldn't have put it any better myself, darling. Whatever in frame will appear vividly and thrillingly on the game screen. Let's make this game screen now noted and a little bit of digger. Dig a little bit bigger. Drag the icon node in that fits the blue screen. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, let's see. There we go. Now, let's take a look at what happened over on the game screen. I think you noticed our player character is nowhere to be seen. You see over the program screen, the person noted isn't surrounded by the game screen noted. Let's head back there and fix it so the person appears to show up like on the game screen. Okay, let's move the person node in. Move in the X and Y axis. Put the game screen node in. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now the person is in the limelight. The camera loves you, darling. Be sure to get good moves. Be sure to get a good side. Let's see what changed on the game screen. Now see the person reflecting on the screen on the game screen. Yeah, but it's not for long. But anyhow, now we got that covered. Whatever you surround yourself with by character, note in, can program screen. But anyhow, now we know that whatever is surrounded by the game screen note in on the program screen will be reflecting on his game screen. I just know how. Will be reflecting on the screen like you just saw. But if you're not great shape for our players, for our player character, you can't stay on the screen. The obvious solution is to floor. We'll put a floor in my house. The obvious solution here, of course. This game is dope. Let's build a floor. Go to objects. Now go to time object loading. Try to name an object. Well, he's not wrong. Drag this person node in. Okay, the game screen. Okay, time to give you a game title. Okay. Oh, sorry. I should have mentioned with nothing to keep them up, objects just drop right off the screen. Let's head back and program a screen and fix that the object doesn't fall out. First, select the object node in. These settings screens is where you can make all different kinds of changes. Interesting. We need to adjust properties setting to fix it with some objects that doesn't fall off anymore. Some now in opinions in the option movable, destructive, not disabled, movable. I'm so confused. The person isn't falling anymore. Good. Though I'm not sure that the floor is big enough. So I bet the person feels uneasy there. Head back to the programming screen and show you that you can adjust your game. Select the object rotom. Drag and drop this frame. Interesting. At least they land. The floor in color, but it's just plain. Let's add some color to it. Good job. Okay, simple enough. But if the player goes past the edge, he'll fall off again. Perhaps some walls would make this level a little safer. Just like you did with the floor, we'll need to make and use an object rodent to create walls. Calling up more object rodent, changing the settings again sounds like hard work. So let's save and just copy the floor and make walls. Copy. I can be a wall, no problem. So now we're gonna go to oh, duh. Now copy the floor node in. Ta-da! The walls are complete. Some more safer walls. No need to worry about the player falling off the abyss now. Okay, let's see. Yes! Hereby declare step 2 complete. Good job. Good work. Yay! In this step, we added a floor and some walls. In the next step, we'll add some platforms to complete. Bye for now. See you in step 3. I told you that you wouldn't rage at all. No, I wouldn't. So you're saying there's an Alice level I need to take on? Alice guides. Woman characters with the thumbstick. Oh well. This time there's a person on the game screen. Let's move left and right. Next time, let's look into how to program a person to move using the control stick. We'll start over with in the program screen. I love this music. This music's awesome. Okay. Hey, peeps. Okay, I get it. You want to learn how to make people move with the control stick. Yeah, I think this is garage music. Yeah, this is definitely garage. Well, today your lucky day. Today's your lucky day. I can show you. Okay. Let's tell you what the stick noting. I'm an expert on stick noting because I am one. Boing. Okay. Let's see. You might have guessed from my name that I take input from the Nintendo Switch sticks. And any node and connections to connect me gets the control stick movement information transmitted to them. That means me. I get it. Okay. So right now I'm sending the left and right movement information to the left to the L from L. So if the L is titled left and right, I'll pass it on. I'm only getting the left and right movement from L though. Then up and down movements aren't coming through. But that's a matter of choice. If you wanted, I could alternately send up and down data from the right trigger as well. You can change up the control sticks and which directions I send on in my settings screen. As you can see, you can control left and right with these sticks. Direction of response. Any, up, down, left, right. And you can see this direction settings in the control stick direction to transmit. Let's try changing which stick gets to the right stick. Okay. Change that to the right stick. So now you know how to configure the controls. Right, okay. So each section that I've seen, is how the analog sticks are gonna work. For left and to right. Right. Okay. What do you think? Did you notice that you had used the right trigger to move the person? Hey, can I ask you a question? Yeah, go ahead. So what happens to the stick noting where you transmit up and down direction instead of left and right? I'm kind of curious. Oh, you can always test it and figure it out. It's basic science. Sounds good. Select stick noting. Settings. Up and down. That's all done. Now I'm sending a person noting the left, up and down information from R, from the right trigger. I wonder what will happen. Even though it's tilting up and down, the person is moving left and right. when you think about that. Pretty cool, huh? Move the left trigger up and down, but the person moves left and right. Right. That's so weird. They moved left and right even though they were moving them up and down. Oh wait, I understand. I think I understand. The stick node input goes into my left person's left and right port. The left and right port. Exactly. Right now, the control stick movement is being sent to the person node in left and right port. So you gotta move that to the person node in his left and right port is used to convert the input to the person's left and right movement. So really, it doesn't matter which direction on the stick node in that is you're sending. Okay. Hey, I thought I'll pop by quick and say hello before I'm off to bed. Sorry I missed your stream. Was streaming myself, but catch you again. Much love. No problem. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. So it really doesn't matter which direction the stick node is sending. As long as the person node in's left and right port is receiving it, it is converted into the left and right movement. Bingo. Okay. So even if the up and down settings isn't enabled, if the stick node is connected to left and right, it's always going to be left and right. Okay. Moving the control stick up and down will make the person move left and right. Why not try connect it to forward and backward instead of left and right? Is the left and right port? Yep. Take this. Deconnect that. And put that right here. The person's now moving left and right. So the person node in's forward and backward port makes the person move forward and backward like this. Right. Let's go back to the programmer. Okay. How was it? Take my control stick settings and my left and right and forward and backward ports and connect them together. Okay. And you can move a person around in any direction. We make the best programming team, right, peeps? And don't forget it. Alright. Hello there. On the game screen, you can see two boxes. The one on the left is blue and the one on the right is red. Huh? It looks like the red box is poking off the screen. Poking out of the game screen. I wonder why this could be. Let's take a look at the programmer screen and figure that out. I see, it's getting cropped off. Yeah, you gotta move that. Okay. Oh, hey, darling. Okay. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, y'all. Okay, what can you do for today? Oh, I know this one. You came to find out about me, didn't you? Teehee, I'm the game screen Norden. I'm going to explain everything, so pay attention for a moment, dear. My job is to surround the other Norden, like I'm giving them a big hug. And why do I do that? Well, the Norden that I surround are displayed on the game screen. And so the fabulousness is conveyed to the audience. That's why, darling. The game screen you just saw just now, Junior, was displaying in exactly what I'm surrounding. If I do say so myself, I think I'm doing a good job of capturing their throwing performance. Actually a box sticking out of the frame. What? You can't be serious. I think you gotta move that. It's me, I'm afraid. Eek. So it's true. Just doing my job, you know. No. This is all wrong. The perfectly displayed Norden is my job, you know. Junior, can you move the object Norden inside the frame? That's easy. Now I'm over here. Much better. Now I'm getting the object Norden's best side. Okay. I think we should go back to the check. We should go back and go check things out on the game screen. Because we moved the object Norden into the game screen, the Norden's frame on the program screen. The red block is fully displayed on the game screen. That's a relief. Let's pop back to the programmer. Well, what do you think? Could you see the red block? It's the red boxy glory. So let's so leave capturing the game screen to me, okay? I'll make sure to get the best performance. And it isn't only the object Norden that can move around though. Now I can move the same game itself. Woohoo! My sweet little red box object Norden. You just so red, square and you're just so red, square and fabulous. I need a center screen and fast. Dear Junior, won't you move me to the boxy Norden friend is the right center of the shot? Alright, so we're gonna move this up here. I need to be a right side. I need to be on the right side now, so don't forget that. Change the size. Vanessa. Oh, duh. We gotta size it down a little bit. Wonderful. Let's go back to the programmer screen, which that's only gonna show blocks now. The red box is dead centered and also looks like it looks big now. By moving the game screen around, it's changing its size. You can change how things are displayed on the game screen. That being said, we've now made it so it can be the blue box is off the screen entirely. Wow, you're making a game? I'm trying. I'm still getting the hang of it. I'm a newbie. This game is really awesome. It's addictive. You actually learn how to build. Welcome back. Well, the box is perfectly centered, wasn't it? It is, but that means the blue box completely out of sight. Any Norden that is outside of the game screen Norden frame won't appear on screen. That's why the blue box is no longer showing up. Oh no, we simply can't have that. It's very important to me that the other Nordens get captured properly on the game screen, which means we gotta resize the screen Norden. Now we're gonna move this on top, right here. Perfect. The camera loves you as much as you do, darling. Let's check on the screen now to be sure. Yep. Now because you made sure that the object Norton inside where the game Norton, both boxes are nice and big in the game. Remember that you can change what's shown in the screen by changing the game screen Norton's surroundings. Welcome back. Junior, let's always collaborate and do justice to this magnificent visuals of your mighty games, okay? Together we'll make the best looking games ever. Well, bye-bye for now. Basis of object properties. Hello there. Right now, all that on the game screen is the blue box shapes objects. Did you see how it fell on the ground? Hit retry. This time we're going to try to change the settings for the object so it doesn't fall. This music is awesome. I swear I love me some garage music. And this is actually garage, like UK garage type of sound. I actually want to try to make a beat that's like that's this style. I always wanted to. All right. What up, Junior? What can I do for you? You're looking for a way to make the object doesn't fall. That's something you can do in its properties. Well, have you done it before? Object Norton. That's what about that was about as clear as mud. You didn't actually explain what to do. Sorry. Talking is not my strong suit. Go on. Open my settings and disable movement into properties. That should do it. Much better. Settings. In this section, you can change the object's properties in the words. It qualifies its behavior. Its qualities and behavior. Okay. Now disable the movement. And it now should stay in air. See? Job deck is no longer falling off. This is because we have disable movement in the properties on the object Norton settings screen. Disabling movement means the object no longer moves, or in this case, it doesn't fall. Now let's go back. Select the node in, then go ahead and open its settings. We just disabled movement a moment ago. Let's enable it again. And now it's gonna fall. Yep. Movable was enabled so the object can move again. This is why it fell down. So remember, if you want the object to remember, if you want to make it so when the object doesn't fall, all you need to do is just change its properties. Yep. Go back to the programming menu. Welcome back. You change the object's properties and stop for it to stop falling. That's what it's all. That's all well and good, but there's another property too, you know. If you want, you could change some of them. I mean, if you like. If you want to play around with the properties, object Norton, just say so. In any case, let's take a look at what other properties there are, Junior. Select objects, settings, disable. We're gonna try disable solid. So it's not a solid object. So what is it now? Oh, it phases through it. The object go right through the ground. Oh, if disabling solid, the object no longer hit or hit by anything. Okay. Drum roll, please. For our next experiment, we'll need a second Norton. Alright, I'm a spear. A spear will appear on the ground in the game, okay? What's more, the game will fall down towards it. But don't take my word for it. Look for yourself. The box fell right through the spear. Disabling solid from the objects means that all the other objects will pass through it. Let's go back to the programming screen. Next, why don't we see what happens when two objects hit one another. First, open the settings screen in Norton here. Enable solid again. Now it's gonna hit it. Okay. Wow, you see that? Because you enable solid, the box hit and broke the spear instead of passing through it. So in this case, the objects hit one another and broke. But actually, this is something we changed in the properties too. Let's go back to the programming screen. Open settings. Disable destructible. What we've just done is disabled the destructible property for the falling box. What will you do exactly? There's only way to find out. The box still fell and hit the spear. But this time, the box didn't break. Only the spear did. Because disabling destructible means any object will no longer break. Before you try to change the box properties so that it will no longer break the spear. How should we go about doing that? Think about it. I'm about it as we go ahead back to the program screen. You're about the drill. You know the drill. Open the settings. Disable destructible. This time the spear didn't break either. Yep. You disable destructible for the box now, which makes it not breakable. It can no longer break on the spear. Just a little bit more experimenting left now. Open settings in the Norton again. Disable visual. Let's check some things out on the game screen. Okay. The box has disappeared. Yeah, why is that? Actually, it hasn't really disappeared. It's still there, but we disabled its visible property, so you can't see it anymore. Now let's go ahead and go to program screen. I want to show you one thing left. Open up settings. Enable destructive. Core settings. Now let's pay attention to see what happens to the object now. Oh, it just broke on its own now. As you can see, the spear broke. What happened to the invisible box that hit the spear and broke it? This helped us confirm that even though the box is invisible, it can still definitely exist in the game. We're finally done testing properties. Back to the program. Let's go back to the program screen. Welcome back. Now you know how to change the object's an object behaves by changing its properties. It's super useful if you ask me. Keep that in mind in the future, okay? Okay. Let's continue with this. And there you are. Okay, time to continue programming our game tag. Last time we made a floor and walls. Could you try moving the player left and right and B? In step 3, we're going to make an exciting change to the level's environment. But does this place seem a little small for the game tag? For game tag? You could fiddle around with the walls and the floor to make it a bit bigger. Or you could just make the person smaller. This will have the same effect as making the place bigger. Select the person Norton. Go to resize. Make it small. This is how you make a person smaller, a smaller Norton. As you have guessed, you shrunk its size. And has a lot more space to move around in, right? Looks like you're all set. We'll continue building our level. This place is where we'll be living things up by placing a whole bunch of platforms. Start by selecting object, ignoring by making our floor. Copy it. Then adjust the new node in so that the same size as a blue frame. Okay. Now take it to the blue frame. Hop on me all you want. I won't break. Now we made a nice platform right in the middle of the screen. And we are going to make a whole bunch more, just like this one. Back to the programming screen. I think you're ready to try making a sloping platform. Okay, copy. Take this, I'm gonna put this right here. Lastly, rotate it so that it can be at an angle. Oh wow, I've got a slidey wide, all slidey wisely cool. I'm glad you're learning how to program. It's a little bit difficult. It looks a little interesting. I am getting the hang of it. Let's make another one that's just like it, but on the other side. Copy. Move this over here. We're gonna resize that as well. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna move it to the side. Perfect. Perfect fit. Now we have sloping platforms. Things are great so far. Next, let's add some slopes in the bottom corners. Now select an object. Copy. Nice. We're gonna take this too. Copy. Drag this right here. Here we're gonna put this into a loop as well. These wacky slopes surrounding surfaces are going to give us a thrilling game of tag, don't you think? That's the programmer. Copy. Put this up here. Next, we'll add some platforms on either side. Yeah, just keep copy and pasting. Interesting. Okay, I think we got enough platforms for now. Wow, this looks pretty great. Go ahead and move your character with the L and B button. Like, just think all of the actions packs were just like pulse pounding games of tag in store for you. We have a I can hardly wait. Now, we're done checking that out. Let's head back to the programming screen. Now, what's with that? Step 3 is complete. So this stage is we're adding some platforms to complete your level. Buckle up, because the next step we're going to be coming to the turning point. Our game of tag is becoming a two-player game. Okay. See you in the next step. Making a tagger. I'll just be waiting. I'm just watching. Thanks, man. This game is really fun. I really like it. Great to see you again. We are halfway through the programming of our game of tag. You're zipping through this stuff. In this step, we're going to create a second person to act as the tagger. Then we should have a real deal. Bonafide two-player game. Last time, we've added some interesting touches to our level. Let's warm up by moving the player character left and right would be. Imagine what would it be like when there is a tagger chasing the player. I get chills. Let's go ahead and add a tagger over in the program edit or programmer. Before we make our tagger, let's adjust our position of the person's placed a bit. Before we make our tagger, let's adjust the position of the person a bit. Move the person, Norton. It's a good idea to move around with the other node attached to the person node too. It makes things a bit easier to understand, okay? Let's start moving the stick node in. And the button node in. Okay. As you can see, our player moved from the middle out to the right side. Let's head over to the programmer. We're going to create our tagger. We can use the person node in for our tagger. Get a person node, we're gonna need a copy. Hello, peeps. How can I help you? You can count on me. I'm a reliable person. Node in. We're gonna move this right here. Okay. Let's see how the game screen is looking. 2 people. The person on the left isn't moving. I guess that isn't surprising. We just still need to do necessary programming, so he wants more better. So let's head back to the program screen. Let's head back to the programming screen and see how we can handle that. So now that we have 2 characters, we need to figure out each one will be controlled. Since it's a 2-player game, we'll need to have 2 players controlling one game console at the same time. Controlling one person with the left Joy-Con and the other person with the right would be ideal. Let's arrange it so if the tagger on the left side let's arrange it so that the tagger on the left hand side moving with the L trigger can jump with the L. As the runner on the right side, let's control them with the right stick. Now that we've got a plan, let's start programming with the controls. Now start with the tagger. His stick and movement, left. Boing. More control stick wiggling, huh? Bring it on. Drag the note over here. And link up the left and right. Good to be collaborating with you, Sticky. Boing. Looking forward to it. Now we'll be calling up another button node in. Inputting button press. Let's select L. Yo, good to be here. Oh, I know you want to smash L like there's no tomorrow. I would smash. Not a button. Note is over to the left. Move it to the other with the others. Then make a connection with the person node and jump port. Want to play 2-player dodgeball game later? I'll play a little bit, but at this I'm gonna get off because I don't want to be on this for too long. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick ass nap because I'm probably getting very, very sleepy. Okay, so we gotta move this to the jump ports. There we go. Now the tagger is now ready to jump and receive controls. Next up, let's change the controls for the runner. Let the program that Noden so didn't sign up for. Yeah. Let's program the Noden so that the runner moves right in R. Move the right stick. Now that that's done, you'll be able to control the runner with the R instead of L. Press B to disable. Hold R. Now you'll be able to jump with the R trigger, so that you. So now this. So let's head back to settings screen. Let's get ready and see the results. Excellent. Now let's try the runner. Now we're cooking. Now we can control our runner and tagger separately. Maybe you should start doing viewer games eventually. I do, it's just that I have to see when they're gonna send me games. I wouldn't mind. Oops. Right now, the runner and tagger looks exactly the same. That could be a problem. Let's head back to the program screen and see if we can make a little easier to tell them apart. So we gotta change the colors, options, auto, make them red. We're gonna make you blue. There we go. Now we can easily tell the tagger and the runner apart. That's great. Can we even make it? Can we make it even better? It's a game of tag, so we should make it so that something happens when the tagger catches the runner. Try the runner into the. Try the tagger into the runner. And see what happens. Use L and R. Oh, nothing happened. Oh no. But that's understandable. If we want to make something happen, we need to make some programming first, right? Let's make it so that the runner is destroyed when they collide with the tagger. Alright, let's go to the tagger. So we gotta make both of them destructive. Now if the tagger comes in contact with the runner will smash into Smash them to smithereens. That was cool. We made it so that the tagger can destroy the runner. If the runner breaks, that means the tagger caught the runner. In other words, the tagger won. And our game of tag is now true. Is now a true two-player game. Woohoo. If you caught the runner, you want to play it again from start, then press the retry button for a do-over. Oh, L. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. This is the way you start a game again from the beginning. If we test this out enough, let's head back to the programmer screen. Okay, it seems like everything's to be in order. Step 4 is cleared. Nice job. Congratulations. Yay. In this step, we made the tagger turn our game into an honest to goodness two-player game. Step by step, our game is coming into focus. Pretty exciting, huh? But it seems a little bit one-sided at the moment, don't you think? The tagger can kind of has the advantage. So the next step, we'll add this feature even odds a bit with the runner. See you in the next step. I think I'm gonna continue with this, finish this up, and then I'm gonna call it a stream, and we'll continue some more. I'm gonna call it a stream. I'll play Pokey's game. We'll play one game from his, and then I'll call it a game. Hello, good to see you. We're about to begin the second half of lesson 1. Let's quickly summarize what we've done so far. We made it so that the runner can move with the the right trigger and R button. Try it out. Similarly with the tagger, we made it so that the tagger can move with the left trigger. Yeah. Try running into the runner. As you just saw, we made it so that the runner can breaks up when he collides with the tagger. That's already enough for a game of tag. But it seems like the tagger is too strong, doesn't it? Right now, there's no way for the tagger to lose. That's not really fair. How about if we make it more interesting by adding rolling balls to the level? That's what, and see where, and what if the balls can destroy both the runner and the tagger? Our game of tag is about to reach a whole new level of excitement, a new set of thrills. So first, like the rolling balls. Get the rolling balls. We'll need to launch a new type of Norden called a launch object Norden. Put objects. Launch destroy objects. Launch 10 objects. Gah. Who's calling me? I'll launch object Norden. You need me to throw things. Is that what you want? You want me to help you build a game? Is that it? Gah. Wait, you're the game programmer, aren't you? Why didn't you say so? Of course I'll help. I like making stuff. Just tell me what you want. Introducing the launch object Nodin. He's full of hot air and objects. Okay, let's get serious and let's drag the object Nodin to the upper part of the level. Now let's confirm this over and see. Look at it. It's a shower of spears. A blizzard of balls. That's exactly what the launch object can do for you. But the balls it might be too big. What can we can do something about that on the programming screen. Then we're gonna resize it and make it smaller. Okay. Okay, there you go. The balls are smaller. However, I think we could have them tumble around this level, make it in a more exciting way. The code is that, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna check out in a second. Let's put the Ultra program, an extra platform, to our runner and tagger. Copy this. We're gonna take this. We're gonna dump this to the top right here. Brilliant. Well, we need one over the left side too, so we gotta copy another one. Copy. And we're gonna move that over there. Good job. Now our tagger and runner have a little shelter of the turns above. But I think the turn is a bit too powerful right now. The balls aren't rolling right. Like are they? We can adjust that in the program screen. Get the launch as settings. Lower the speed to 4. That's much better. We tamed the torrent now. But you see how much extra balls it breaks? It looks like we'll need to make an interval between each ball launch a bit longer. It's time to go to programmer. Okay. I'm gonna bump the launch interval to 7. Now the interval between each ball launch will be extended to 7 seconds. Since we extended the launch interval, we have to wait just a second. There you go. We fixed. With that fix, the balls rolling way down the way we want them to. I bet you're thinking we need some rolling balls over the other side too. Am I right? Let's take care of that. Copy this. Take this. We're gonna put. Got you. Yada yada. Put you right here. Put them to the left. Do launch direction. Okay, so now we're gonna change this axis to the left axis, to the right axis. Wait for it. Now, our shower of spears comes from the left and the right. Now our rolling balls are complete. We have to make them breaking on impact, just like they say, just like they should. But there's still something we need to fix. Try moving the tagger and the runner. Try moving the tagger and see when they come in contact with them. As you can see, our tagger isn't damaged when the balls are hit. Let's fix it. Let's fix it so that the tagger breaks when the ball hits. Make it destructible. Now try to run with the tagger. Bye-bye. Ah. Now that the tagger breaks when the ball's hit, great. Imagine the tagger is pursuing the runner through the hail of tumbling balls. The drama, the peril. We've got the making of a true thrilling contest. When you are done checking them out, I'll return to the programming screen. Okay, let's see. Step 5 is clear. Are you gonna make an air hockey game? In this step, we used a launcher object node to liven up our game of tag. In the next step, we need to make some games. We need to make it so that the game can be played again and again. See you in the next step. Looking forward to it. Atlas got updated. Open fire object node in. Automatic retry. You made it. Great. We're getting pretty close to completing the construction of our game of tag. Let's refresh our memory about our progress so far. Now let's see. In the last step, we really up in the danger by adding destructive rolling balls. We did a lot already in our game, and our game's almost finished. This time we're going to make a little bit easier to play. You can say we're adding a quality life upgrade. A quality life upgrade. Now, if the tagger and runner breaks, the game needs to press retry, but themselves to play again. It seems like a lot of work when you're supposed to be having fun, don't you? Don't you think? To make it easier, how about we're adding automatic retry to the game? If the tagger or the runner break and retry the game, and the retry will be triggered. Now we need to make a note in that watches out for things breaking. An object breaking note in. Input. Change. Object break. Oh, hi, honey. Something I can help you with? So like what What's that you say, hun? There's something you like to ask me? Don't be shy. Teehee. That's right. If the tagger and runner break, we'll like you to help us know about it. I'll take care of it, sugar. Don't worry about a thing. If that's what you're looking for, why don't you open up the settings screen and take a look at my check what setting? We go to settings. Check what? Box spear. This screen is where you can set the breakages and objects and orders to watch out for. Disable box. Disable box. Cycler and spear. Okay, just select those. Enable person. Then we have to close the screen. That's the way to do it, hun. I'm all set now. I'll keep a lookout for the person breaking. If that happens, I'll be sure to let you know about it. Don't worry about it, hun. I got you covered. Just focus on doing what's best, programming. Okay, drag the object breaking node in over to the left. Right here. Next, we'll need to add another node in. That's one that makes an automatic retry system. The retry node in. Output. Retry and swipe. Retry node in. Daring. Oh, dairy me. Oh, if I only had time to do it all over again. Hey, old timer, what's up? It was only yesterday. My backside was itchy, and I thought I was on my own, so I gave it a good scratch. Lazy behind. But we need to turn it around. All other node in where there is looking at me. Oh, I wish I had a do-over for that. Oh, awkward. Let's put our friend over to the right. The link can't. Then link the object with a brick node. Okay. Oh, so that's how you do a retry. Okay, so now the game will restart every time the character is destroyed. But don't you think the interval between a character breaking the retry is a little short? How about we slow it down a bit? Okay, first, select the connection. Break it. And here we're gonna add, and here's where we'll call up a timer node in. Tuss. Oh, and you gotta link them and connect them all together. I finally recommend a game where you wouldn't rage. Nah, this game doesn't make me rage, but the rage games is going to. Oh, what's up, Kilgore? This game is fun. Game Builder Garage is good. I'm really learning. You need my help? I hope you aren't wasting my time. We wouldn't team up. We wouldn't dream of it. We need some of your programming expertise. Oh, really? Well, why didn't you say so? I'll help, but it causes me no shortage of a headache when people do not make appointments. Naturally, I want to help out, but what if I have been double booked? I can hardly take when I can hardly take when I'm supposed to be talking, can I? It always pays to have a one schedule in order. Sorry. Well, as long as we're all in the same time zone. Let's move on. So we're gonna connect. And we're gonna connect these together. Now we'll have a longer time interval between a game-breaking character. Between a game character breaking for a retry. Neat. Smash either the tagger or the runner. There's a longer interval. Yep. Now the players will be able to play. If you're done checking that out, let's head back to the programmer. Okay, so step 6 complete. You just got off of work? How was work, bro? Was it good? The next step will be the final one, and our game of tag will be completed at last. In the final step, I'll show you how to add some junior magic into your game. See you in the last step. Don't be a stranger. Okay, Alice Guide updated. Alright, finishing touches. Hey Junior, can you feel the excitement in the air? This step will be the last one, and then our game of tag will be complete. But first, let's recap everything we've done so far. We fixed it so that the runner controlled by R and jump, likewise with the tagger is controlled by left and right. Right? And we made it so that it's the game over when a ball hits either the player. It's fair to say that we got pretty much everything we need for an awesome game of tag already. However, a final touch is still lacking, and that's a sprinkling of color from your very own hand, Junior. Go to game screen. So next, we'll harness your inspiration and creativity to change the color of the level. Are you ready for that? Gonna change the color. We'll change it to purple. Okay, at the moment, the object is brown. Let's change it to black. Ta-da! We changed the color of the middle platform to black. Now what I'd like for you to change is the colors of the other platforms to whatever you like. Express yourself. Let the hues flow out of you. Okay. It's time to shine. It's your time to shine, Junior. One wild in a rainbow color. You're going to change the colors of every single object of noting. Of a single object noting. So start thinking about what you like to paint the town in shades, Junior. To make things easier, I'll make it so that you can move your program screen to view around. And you can use this button here to undo in your last action. Okay. When you're creative in When your creative endeavors are complete, let me know. Okay. Just press done when you when when you have everything the way you want it to be. All right. Ready, steady, start programming. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do a lot of like purple and black. So these sections are gonna be black. I would like these to be black. The middle one is gonna be purple. Wasn't bad. We're going to get another heat wave this weekend. Oh, that sucks, man. Right. You're not the only one. We're gonna go through that as well. So that's black. Make this black. We're gonna do black and purple. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna turn this to purple. Okay, so I need to do the this one right here. This is brown. I want to get rid of that. Purple, purple, black, black. So now we're gonna turn this right here. So black and red is fine. That's, you know, black and red, yeah. To make it a little bit different. And why is already burning hot? We're already getting another heat wave within the next few days. It be like that, man. Man, it's hot out here too. Black. Okay. I want to turn this all black. Okay, zoom out. That makes it a lot easier. Let's turn all this black. We're gonna make this whole section black. Okay, turn these last ones purple, and then that'll be it. Okay. This is dope. This is fun. Okay, I think I'm done. Yep. Oh, done already? Let's take a look at the finished article to complete your first game. Oh, what style? What flair? Color me impressed. Damn it. Alright. Okay. With that, I can declare that our development game of this game is complete. And what a magnificent game it is. I feel like a spoil sport interrupting this momentous occasion. But if you could head back to the program screen for a moment. Making a game that's some sort of thing. Your first game, it's great. You're right on schedule too. Well, just look at you go. Boing. That's what I call teamwork, peeps. Good job. Junior, darling. What can I say? It's darling. Every journey starts with a single bang. No, I actually wanted to be black. That's cool. You come a long way already, Junior. We got the makings of a genius programmer in you. There's no doubt about it. Now, all that remains that to have our game of tag to take place at the Pride game list. Go to menu. Lesson 1's done. Congratulations on going gold with the tag showdown. When a game is finally finished, when it's gone gold, it really gives you that feeling of accomplishment and completion.
Can I get you to put on your clothes? It's ready.
Oh, you gotta get the car? Oh, okay. All right. All right, Pokey. I may have to cut it short. I'm gonna have to end it here because me and my dad, we're gonna pick up the car right now. All right. But I'll play with you another time. Now you can be able to go back and play it anytime you want. Oh, and I guess it's probably a little curious about this place. Well, this is free programming mode, my game list. Put simply, this where you'll be storing your games that's built from scratch. Just as a name free programmer suggests. And when you press this button, you start programming from the ground up. Start an empty environment, a new project. And of course, you've gotten started with the program journey. So don't worry if sometimes things don't turn out exactly the way you imagined. It's a day to remember. Your very first game is available to play. Why not ramp up the fun by letting friends know? We had your fill of playing that. Now let's backtrack lesson 2 in interactive lessons. See you in the next lesson. This game is fun. All right, guys. I'm at the end of stream. I'm actually gonna play this every Wednesday, actually, until I beat the tutorials and probably make some games, and I'll play viewer games. I don't mind playing this. This game is this is good. I'm really feeling this. All right, guys. I gotta handle some business with my dad. So, Pokey, I'll play. I know you want me to play a game with you. We'll play that next week or so. I got you. We'll play that next Wednesday. Alrighty, guys. See you guys later. Take care. Peace out. I'm out.